Geopolitical and economic dynamics in the South Caucasus. A comprehensive analysis introduction. The South Caucasus, comprising Armenia, Azerbaijan, and Georgia, is a region of significant geopolitical importance, serving as a crossroads between Europe and Asia. The ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict has further accentuated the strategic relevance of this area, influencing the political and economic trajectories of its constituent nations. Armenia. Navigating alliances and sovereignty. Political landscape and foreign policy shifts. Armenia has traditionally maintained a close alliance with Russia, primarily through the Collective Security Treaty Organization, CSTO. However, recent developments indicate a re-evaluation of this relationship. In September 2024, Armenian Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan criticized the CSTO for failing to provide adequate security support, suggesting that the alliance poses threats to Armenia's sovereignty and statehood. Consequently, Armenia has frozen its membership in the CSTO and is seeking to diversify its security partnerships beyond Russian influence. Economic developments and diversification efforts. Economically, Armenia is striving to position itself as a global technology hub. The hosting of the 2024 World Congress on Innovation and Technology in Yerevan underscores this ambition. Despite challenges stemming from regional conflicts and geopolitical tensions, Armenia has experienced a 43% growth in bilateral trade with Iran in 2023, reaching approximately $600 million. This reflects a strategic partnership aimed at enhancing economic resilience and reducing dependency on traditional allies. Azerbaijan. Asserting regional dominance. Political dynamics and foreign policy orientation. Azerbaijan has leveraged its energy resources and strategic positioning to assert itself as a dominant regional power. The aftermath of the Second Nagorno-Karabakh War in 2020 has seen Azerbaijan consolidating its territorial gains and influencing regional geopolitics. Baku's foreign policy is characterized by a pragmatic approach, balancing relations with Russia, Turkey, and Western nations to maximize its strategic advantages. Economic growth and energy exports. The energy sector remains the cornerstone of Azerbaijan's economy. The country has capitalized on the EU's search for alternative energy sources amid the Russia-Ukraine conflict, positioning itself as a reliable supplier of oil and natural gas to European markets. This has not only bolstered Azerbaijan's economy but also enhanced its geopolitical significance as an energy corridor linking the Caspian region to Europe. Georgia. Balancing aspirations and realities. Political landscape and EU integration challenges. Georgia has consistently pursued integration with Western institutions, aspiring for EU and NATO membership. However, concerns over democratic backsliding have impeded progress. In October 2024, the EU withheld €121 million in funding, citing issues related to governance and rule of law. This development underscores the challenges Georgia faces in aligning its domestic policies with European standards. Economic considerations and regional connectivity. Economically, Georgia serves as a critical transit hub for energy and trade routes connecting Europe and Asia. The country's strategic location has attracted investments in infrastructure projects aimed at enhancing regional connectivity. However, the geopolitical volatility resulting from the Russia-Ukraine conflict poses risks to Georgia's economic stability and its role as a conduit for East-West trade. Impact of the Russia-Ukraine conflict on the South Caucasus. Shifts in regional power dynamics. The Russia-Ukraine war has precipitated significant shifts in the South Caucasus. Russia's preoccupation with Ukraine has led to a perceived decline in its influence over the region, prompting South Caucasus nations to reassess their foreign policy orientations and security alliances. This strategic erosion has opened avenues for other powers, such as the EU and China, to enhance their engagement in the region. Economic repercussions and trade realignments. The imposition of Western sanctions on Russia has had a cascading effect on the South Caucasus economies. While some countries have experienced increased trade with Russia, others have sought to diversify their economic partnerships to mitigate the impact of regional instability. The reconfiguration of trade routes and energy supply chains has underscored the South Caucasus's role as a pivotal corridor in the evolving geo-economic landscape. Interlinkages, similarities, and differences among South Caucasus nations. Shared challenges and divergent paths. Armenia, Azerbaijan, and Georgia share common challenges, including navigating the influence of external powers, managing regional conflicts, and pursuing economic development. However, Their approaches diverge based on historical alliances, resource endowments, and political aspirations. Armenia's recent shift away from Russian dependency contrasts with Azerbaijan's balanced foreign policy and Georgia's steadfast Western orientation. Political structures and governance models. The political structures of the South Caucasus countries reflect a spectrum of governance models. Armenia's parliamentary democracy, Azerbaijan's presidential system with centralized authority, and Georgia's mixed parliamentary presidential system each present unique dynamics influencing domestic and foreign policies. These governance models shape their interactions with global powers and responses to regional developments. Conclusion: the South Caucasus stands at a critical juncture, with each nation navigating a complex interplay of geopolitical pressures, economic opportunities, and internal challenges. The ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict has acted as a catalyst for change, prompting Armenia, Azerbaijan, and Georgia to reassess their strategic orientations and adapt to a rapidly evolving regional landscape. Understanding the nuances of each country's political and economic structures, as well as their interrelations, is essential for comprehending the future trajectory of this strategically significant region.